That's right, nothing special about the box. The same Yeezy Boost 700 box you're used to, this time for the V2. That's right, the Yeezy Boost 700 V2 static, which will read static, static, static as the color code. This here is in a size 6.5 because I go up a half size on all 700s whenever possible. The 700 V1 just remixed into the V2, which definitely has a more streamlined upper. It's more dynamic, but I still prefer the visuals of the V1, and we'll look at that a little later on. But for the V2 static, you have sail, lighter gray, and then darker gray. As you can see, the outsole will encase the boost. You have 3M detailing on the upper, as well as leather, mesh, and the Ortholite insole. What is static known for? Well, whole lot of 3M. That's exactly what it's known for when it comes to this 700 model. Even the laces have 3M woven into them, and no extra set of laces, just these, but that works just fine. Now, here we have the granddaddy of them all, the 700 V1 WaveRunner, and much more subtle when it comes to the 3M. From the top down, you guys can see how different they are. You can see the different material on the tongue itself from the V1 to the V2. So I must admit, I like the materials more on the V2. I just like the design of the V1 more. Maybe I can get a mix of both one day. Now let's settle something with a different on-foot look. Some of you said the 700 V2 was more comfortable than the 700 V1. I can pinpoint a few of you that said that, and you know what? In my personal opinion, having both of them on in the middle panel here, just so you guys are aware, my judgment on this, the V2 is not more comfortable than the V1. I have on the WaveRunner and I have on the V2 static, and the WaveRunner wins out in terms of comfort. And in the very last panel on the right, I have on the Jordan MA2 and the 700 V2 static, and they feel the same on foot. Now, the Jordan MA2 will give you a little bit more height, but all in all, that comfort is the same. The V1 still wins out when it comes to the most comfortable.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video on Talks with TJ, talking about what's already been out there everywhere, the Yeezy Boost 700 V2 in the static colorway. Now, you guys know when it comes to a sneaker that's neutral, really tonal, and has a little bit of that age look to it, plus it pops a little bit, yeah, I like it. So it probably shouldn't be like shocking that I also like this. Now, it may be a little shocking only because I've said this time and time again, because people will ask, hey, which one would you prefer, the V1 or the V2 when it comes to the 700 line? The V1 upper still reigns supreme to me, all right? And we're just going to go ahead, since we're here, and take a look at that, because as we know, this restocked, and I think this could restock like over and over and over again, and people will continue to love it. It's the WaveRunner. It's the one that started all of the craze. So continue to restock these, no problem here. Some people still have yet to get a single pair, but I really like the upper of this one a little bit more than the V2. Now, we know the V2 has a much more, it's sportier, like truly. It's more streamlined. It's trying to be, at least it looks to me, like a little bit more sleek. When you're looking at the upper itself, you have a dynamic reflective design that isn't really present on the V1, right? The V1's 3M detailing is really underneath the mesh versus this breaking out and it actually being on top of the mesh. So really appreciate that. Of course, the toe box has much more detailing as well when it comes to the 3M pop. So all in all, if you're a fan of the 700 line, now some don't care for the V3, it doesn't have boost, it also has the cage, it's very futuristic looking, 1000% respect that. But if you're just a fan of the silhouette of the V1 or the V2, I don't necessarily think you can go wrong, especially with the static. Now, if you don't want something super flashy, then maybe don't go for this, right? Because anytime there's a flash on, you automatically already know this is going to pop like no other, but adore it. So when it comes to this, not a whole lot has changed since 2018. And that seems like so long ago. Like I had really just started my channel in 2018. So not a whole lot has changed. Now, when it comes to this model, because it is so insanely neutral, like again, you have gray, you have cream, you have the silver for the 3M, and white. That's really it. Like that's it. It's a very, I mean, when you think about it, this could actually be thought of as like a chill shoe. Like it really is. It's really chill. It's really relaxed, which means you can pair it with so many items from Fear of God Essentials. So you guys already know some of those may make it into the mix to pair with these. So let's just go ahead and take a look at how I choose to wear this. Okay, just two quick looks. On the left, the older fall winter 2019 sweats in the light heather gray, the brand new wheat colorway with the knit hoodie 1977 on the front, and then on the right, little bit of a switch up with the oversized H&M button down. This is in a taupe colorway. I picked this up a little while ago. And then distressed crop denim in white from American Eagle. And then in the middle, you guys are just able to see a look at the V2 Static. So again, you can mix and match this pair with so many different tones, especially pulling from the Fear of God Essentials archives. Have fun with it, coordinate, and enjoy. Now, I will say this, when it comes to any of the older models having a re-release, there's not a whole lot to be said because only a few things may have changed, like maybe with the mono safflower for the V3, or nothing has really changed outside of you having a second or maybe a third chance to secure a sneaker that maybe you missed out on. Now, if you are looking for different places to shop, right, a lot of people were on Confirmed, you were trying to put in for raffles, of course, be sure to check your local stores. I highly recommend that always, especially if you're in the Milwaukee area. You have Sneaks, you also have Clicks as an option. Be sure you're signed up for those email lists, the same as you would for notifications for any of your other retailers. Hey, you may never know if shock drops happen, restocks happen. That's a great way to be in the know and be able to get your pairs. When it comes to smaller shop owners, they absolutely want the end consumer to get their hands on the pair, enjoy it, and wear it. Like, don't think that everybody is just out to make sure that resellers are good. No, like when it comes to at least like for me and friends that I associate with, you want the end consumer to be able to wear the shoe and not get beat over the head with it. You're already kind of getting that anyway when it comes to the price point of this being at $300. Now, I will at least say this. When you look at what you may pay for, let's say $220, $225 for a retro from time to time, if you're looking at men's sizing, you could be a little bit disappointed at what you get in terms of maybe the craftsmanship, execution. Do you have quality control issues? You can't say that, or at least I can't, about any of the pairs that I own from the Yeezy product lines. Like I just have to be honest there. Well constructed. I mean, comfort is there. The execution is there, and I think that at least makes you feel good about what you will spend on sneakers. Like when it comes to the $300 I spent for the basketball knit pair, I don't have any complaints. That shoe is well constructed. Now, you may it may take a little finessing to get inside the sneaker, and if you need help on that, I got a video for that on the channel. But all in all, it's still at least worth the value of what you're paying, and that's just my personal opinion. Everybody will feel differently, so I respect your opinion. Hopefully you respect mine. And hopefully if you went for the V2 Static restock and you really wanted this pair, you were able to get your hands on it. It's an amazing option for summer. And listen, again, lighter colorways, they're just great to be able to wear for summer. I intend to wear this the same as I intend to wear the MA2. And again, these go neck and neck. In terms of comfort, these two right here go neck and neck. The fact that you can see the similarity in the colorway, this just won't have any 3M detailing on it, but these go neck and neck. So I fully intend to interchange the V2 Static as well as my MA2 in the sesame white and gum sole colorway. So I mean, you have some differences there, of course, but really happy to be able to add this to the collection. Again, summer is on its way before we know it, and it's time to break out some lighter colorways for the kit game. That's how I feel. So go ahead and comment below your thoughts on the V2 Static. I know you've seen every single video on it before, so I appreciate you tuning into mine. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.